Just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you're whipping your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a set in the tone.
Welcome everyone to the Setting the Tone podcast. It's your guy Tone once again, and my man J Mac in the place to be. What's going on, J Mac?
Not a whole lot over here, man. Over here in Honey Bear Land.
Honey
Not too much.
Bear Land.
But it's
Back
all
to
good
that.
over here. Oh,
Yes, sir.
man, it never leaves. we got jokes for days for that one.
For days upon days. That's
But
funny.
no, man, it's pretty good over here. How about yourself? What's going on?
Not too bad for an old man.
Right on.
Yeah.
On. You get
So,
AARP yet?
Yeah, I get that shit, man. I signed up.
Oh well, shit. I think I'm late then. I think I'm a year behind. I need to sign up. When you sign up for that? When can you?
You can sign up for it now. I forget the age, but you definitely eligible with your old ass.
Oh, I knew that was coming. What kind of shit is that? Hey,
if I'm eligible, I know you are.
Got that right.
Sign up right now.
All this is a privilege right here. So
for sure.
I feel you.
I'm with you. It is a privilege.
Hell yeah. It's unfortunate that it's a privilege that some of us is not afforded. So I take advantage of it every day, every chance I get.
For sure. Hey, so we've broken down every position group on this roster. Now training camp is almost here. Which battles matters most is what we're going to talk about, and which players has the most to gain or lose over the next 6 weeks. We're going to talk about it. Hey, we could start with the left tackle. Is left tackle the biggest battle on the entire roster?
That a question toward me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, man. I ain't talking to myself.
I kind of figured you would expound on that for a second. But
we can talk about it for a second, you know. So
I kind of figured that you would go in on it. But at this moment, yeah. Well, yeah. We got past it last year, rotating left tackles. And I thought we did pretty good with the rotation. I mean, it wasn't up to Ben's standards, but going toward the end of the year, Trapillo solidified that position. So, in which that's why Ben drafted him in the first place. But as far as this season, I do believe at the moment Braxton Jones has the leg up because he's been in the system over a year. He knows what Ben Johnson expects. And so does Karan Amagaji. I think at the moment I think it's a 3-man race with those two and Jedrick Wills. It's you got to keep Caleb standing up.
Yeah, and I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah. So left tackle is pretty much Caleb's blind side. So his development depends on that position. If we want Caleb to take the next step as a franchise quarterback, we need that position solidified. So I think it's the biggest battle on the roster. I think the Bears have invested heavily on the offensive line in the last couple seasons. So it needed to look good. It needed to, pay dividends. We need a good left tackle. I think we need something above serviceable. I think we've been trying to get by with serviceable for a long time. But I think we really need somebody to really step up and be a good left tackle. You don't have to be first team all pro or anything like that, but he has to be very solid, very good. And we thought we saw something like that in last season in Ozzie Trapillo. He was getting there at least. I say he was a little bit above serviceable. He was good, but I think Braxton can get there too. With the right coaching.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What? Where Tone go?
Tone is right here, my brother.
Well, you said Braxton could get there. Whoa, let give me some more of that. Let me see what you got. Give me some more of
Fam,
that.
I only had one beef with Braxton, and that was his anchor, man. Stopping the bull rush.
Okay,
And other than that,
I agree.
he was a good left tackle. He did everything pretty good, not just average. He was pretty good at everything else. Um, and I
Would you
think with
say
the right
above
coach,
average?
yes, he was slightly above average. He was good at everything else. I think he was good run
Okay.
blocking. He was good pass blocking, with the exception of that part of pass blocking. But I think with the good coaching and a good off season of working out and strengthening himself, I think he could be a good left tackle. He has the physical tools. He has the body type. He has all of that at his disposal. Um,
And to add to that, he has the experience.
he has the experience. Now, does he have the mindset to take the next step? I guess that would be the biggest question, and we're gonna find that out real soon because the
Yeah,
tools are there.
true, true. So, how do you think um, Jedrick Wills fits into this? Because he's even though he took off last season, he is a first round talent.
Is he a first round talent or just a first round pick? There's different things. J Mac frozen right now, y'all. He frozen in time.
Get from Braxton. At the moment,
Hey,
you
hey,
know,
you were frozen. Can you start that over? I ain't hear none of that.
oh, my bad. Yeah, bad weather coming through here. It's saying unstable network connection for some reason. But
So yeah, go
but
ahead.
back to that, we seen what we seen Braxton Jones, and we kind of know what Braxton Jones is. And I think Jedrick Wills is like the wild card. You know, he
Mm,
does have the first round pedigree. Is just he was a little bit inconsistent and injured. So, like you said, with the right coaching, you know, he could step in and be our starting left tackle. Yeah, he has the experience too.
right.
So,
You keep saying
but
pedigree and talent. First round pedigree, first round talent. Is he that or he just drafted in the first round?
I ain't seen him play. And
Okay.
from what everybody's saying, he was above average.
Okay.
And he's supposed to be a very solid in pass pro.
Okay.
And I think that's what Ben Johnson likes or conveys the most is being able to put his left tackle on the island and be okay with it.
I get you.
But at the same time, we already know the bread and butter of this offense is going to be the run game. And that's where Braxton really excels at is in the run game. But he got to be able to, like you're saying, you got to be able to anchor in pass pro.
Yeah.
So where do you think where the Karan Amagaji may fit in? Because at the moment he's running with the twos. I mean, I know we in shells and pajamas, but at the moment they got him running with the twos, and they had Wills with the threes on third string.
Okay. So here's my take on Karan Amagaji. I don't expect him to do anything. I haven't seen anything from him in the couple years he's been with the Bears. So I expect him to be bench warmer, maybe even a cut candidate. Um, I always felt like the Bears made a bad pick with him. He was in over his head coming out the Ivy League. He didn't play the competition you needed to deserve to be, you know, an NFL left tackle. He has the body, he has the makeup, he has the hands, he has the length, he has all that the movement. But if you don't have experience playing against the best of the best, even on the college level, you don't have that mindset of being a dog at left tackle. That's what we need. I I don't know if he is that. I have no expectation of him. I don't expect him to battle for the starting spot. I expect the battle to be Jedrick Wills and Braxton Jones. I think Karan is they trying to see if they really got something with Karan or if they made a mistake and they go ahead and let that man go. But if he turns out to be the starter, then he must have taken a huge leap. If he turns out to be the backup, he's taking a huge leap. I don't see it though. I just don't see it coming from Karan.
Okay.
There was some home cooking right there. They took a hometown guy.
Right on, right on. And with everything you said, you know, I agree. He has the physical tools to be. He has the, I mean, elite arm length, 6'5". Yeah, I guess he hasn't popped in practice, or he hasn't done something to where he can garner more reps. You know, with the first string, with the first and second string when the pads come on. So it'll be real interesting to actually see, like you said, even if he becomes a backup. Now, like you said, if he becomes a the backup or the swing tackle, then that means he has taken a huge leap,
Yeah,
and that'll be good for him.
yeah. And I would be happy for him, and I would be happy for the Bears if they found a diamond in the rough. That means we got something. A young player, not injured, because he came in the league injured.
Right.
A young player, not injured, and taking that leap, taking his game to another level. That means he's committed to being good. Um, that's
I
my
mean,
thought on.
right on. But at the same time, I mean, looking at this offensive line in the left tackle position, if Trapillo comes back, I'm not going to say this season, next season. If Trapillo comes back 100% and he takes over that left tackle position, I mean, in the long run, Karan Amagaji he's gonna get moved anyways, because I think Trapillo is a BJ guy, and
Right.
BJ ain't finna move off of him. So unless
Unless he
Karan,
comes back and he's less than what he was because of that injury.
right, right, right. That's why I say right on.
That so what I'm hearing is that injury. Most players don't come back and be themselves. They're not the same player they used to be. Not every player, but they've said a lot of players don't usually be the same player they was from that injury. So I'm
didn't
gonna be skeptical about it.
okay? Didn't Terrell Smith have the same injury last year?
I don't
Wasn't that the
remember.
same injury?
I don't remember if it was. I have to do some research on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, let's
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying because if it's gonna take him that long, I mean, is Terrell Smith gonna be ready for camp? I mean, if it's that type of injury to where he might not recover fully, I mean,
Hmm.
well, where does that fit in the cornerback room as well?
I
But
don't know.
that's another subject.
Yeah. So you're saying, and I agree with you. We got Braxton Jones has the inside track today on that position.
Hmm. Yeah,
Do,
I believe so.
do you think this battle will be decided in camp or preseason?
Well, like BJ said, he will like it settled, in by preseason, at least in camp. But somebody to take the reins, and and I have to agree with you, and I'm hoping that Braxton Jones actually step up and take the reins. I mean, this is his. He got a 1 year contract, and he can put this season on display for next year.
Mm-hmm.
If he takes that next step. So I'm looking forward. I this left tackle battle is gonna be intriguing, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully Braxton Jones taking taking the reins because
So
to
let's
me, just real. I'm sorry, real quick. To me, it says something if Jedrick Wills, who took a year off and come in and be your starting left tackle, that says a lot about Braxton Jones and Karan Amagaji for,
absolutely.
for a guy to be
But
off for a whole year.
yeah, I agree. I ain't even got a but. I'm gonna pass that butt up. I had to think for a second before I said that shit. Um, but so we got Jedrick Wills, Karan Amagaji, Braxton Jones. Could the loser become like a valuable death piece or
Swing
just the
tackle.
next man out? Swing tackle. That's not Theo?
Yeah, Theo can be your swing tackle, but Theo is also like Ben's little lineman gadget guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Theo could. I mean, I think he is in the mix to be, the swing tackle as well. So
Okay.
this left, this tackle position is gonna get a bit hefty.
So
Yeah.
it's probably the most important competition right now, the left tackle. Considering uh if we can get above average play from that spot, it it can help significantly in our wins category because that's like we said earlier, our quarterback's blind spot. We need we need that solidified so they ain't sending the house on us over there. All right, let's move on from the left tackle and let's talk about wide receiver three battle. Who becomes the most important wide receiver behind Rome Odunze and Luther Burden? DJ Moore is gone, so that means more targets are available. Bears need someone they can trust on third down. Who becomes that wide receiver three in your eyes, J Mac?
Um. So this wide receiver three position. We got
Let's list a few of the guys that should be in the running. Khalif Raymond,
okay,
Jade Walker,
okay,
and Xavier Thomas.
right on.
Yeah.
One more,
Who else should be in the running?
Colston Loveland. I, I know he.
Expound on that. Talk
I
to me
know.
about it.
I know he's the tight end,
He's number
but
one tight end. How you gonna be
right,
wide receiver three?
why can't he? I mean, he got Ben uses him like a wide receiver three. He's
So
pretty much he's pretty much your third receiver on the field
okay, I feel
as
you.
your wide receiver three. I mean, you bring in another receiver, he's just you once another receiver come in, he's just wide receiver four. I mean, that's just me. I,
No. I
that's
feel you. I feel you.
that's just the
I know
kind of
what you.
game that Colston Loveland has.
Right.
But if you're going with a traditional wide receiver three,
That was a
um,
hot take. I like that take though.
yeah, I mean, just think about how Ben uses him. He uses him like shit. Sometimes like Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's in motion. He's the um damn lead target. I mean, the dude got game. I think I said this before. He's gonna be better than Travis Kelsey.
You
I
did say
I
that.
I think he's gonna get
I want you
above
to back
Kelsey.
up off of that a little bit. But go ahead.
But I mean, we got the right quarterback, and he is a big target, and this dude create all kinds of matchups problems from the slot position alone. It's better. I mean, he's already a tight end. I mean, just imagine the mismatches he can create in the slot.
Right.
I mean, I'm quite sure Ben's brain is going crazy with how he could use Colston Loveland.
He's got the hands.
Yeah, and the body,
But I'm gonna
pretty
just back off of that just because
pretty much the
Kelsey has the
speed too.
resume.
Right, I give you
You
that.
know,
But he's
he's gonna
ascending. Loveland is ascending.
right, but he has a whole lot of ascension to even get in Kelsey's stratosphere.
I agree. I
You
agree.
know, let it play out a couple more years, and I'm be like, yeah. But I feel you. I feel what you're saying. His versatility, his upside is there. So now,
Hmm.
and I get the wide receiver three thing because you can use him as a wide receiver, and if you bringing in Raymond Walker or Thomas on the field, they are number four. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can still leave him on the field as a tight end one and still bring in three to
Hmm.
four other receivers. So
And he gonna still be an option ahead of those guys, the third guy.
right, right, right. Thank you, because you cleaned that up for me. Because my brain was just scattered. I mean, it was like just all these possibilities that we could have with Colston Loveland and Ben's offense. So, but yeah. But to answer your question, if you want to go with a traditional number three
Yeah.
receiver, wow. Um, if you want to go with a veteran, then Khalif Raymond and possibly even s- Scotty Miller. But nah, he's a long shot. He'll be a long shot.
Right.
Um,
You saying Raymond wins the position, possibly wins the position because he's a veteran.
yeah,
Because if you look at his career, he ain't really been much of. He's been okay, serviceable. He ain't really been much. I feel like
right.
the other guys in the right headspace, if they can pick up the offense quickly, they can catch Raymond. Just because of his career ain't shown much, but you know, we're gonna see.
I just believe that probably at the start of the season, he'll
Hmm.
probably start at wide receiver three. But depending on who we playing in the matchups, that could be Xavier Thomas, or it could be Jade Walker, or it could be one of the other receivers that might um, make the roster.
Why does the matchups matter for the wide receiver three spot?
Why does it matter? Um, I would say matchup problems.
Why? That's what I'm asking.
No,
How's that a matchup issue with the wide receiver three or a problem? You the third wide receiver. Walker, I'm sorry. Raymond and Thomas both got burner speed. So why is it's the wide receiver three? Why does matchups matter at the third spot?
because it depends on who the defense puts on the field.
Explain that. I'm trying to get you to explain that.
Yeah, well, it's again, it's a matchup problem. It's a matchup issue. If you got just say if you got your nickel package in and your nickel corner is short, not all that fast, you can bring in Jade Walker because dude like what 6'3", and he can
Mhm.
body him up in the slot position or wherever he's at on the field, especially if you playing a man defense. But if you got a slower slot corner, or if you got you bringing in a safety as your slot corner, or whatever, then you got
All three
Raymond
of those guys should be able to win that battle different
against the
ways.
safety.
Oh, against the safety or a shorter, slower corner. You got Raymond and Thomas. They're going to be faster. You got Walker. He's going to be bigger. All three of them should win that matchup, just
Well,
differently.
right, but at the same time, if you got safeties that can cover slots, then I mean, then it's a 50-50 again. Because just look at the type of defense that DA is running. He wants safeties that can cover slots and tight
Mm-hmm.
ends. So if you again, it depends on the matchup. If you got a big a small safety that can't cover, and he comes down and try to cover the slot, then that's a mismatch all the way around.
Yeah, that's
You
why I said
know,
all three of them can win that matchup. That's why I'm asking, why does it matter who's the three in the matchups? Like Raymond going to beat the safety. Thomas going to beat the safety just off of speed. And if it's a shorter player, like you mentioned, Walker going to beat him. Just a
but
different way they're going to beat him. They're
right,
going to
but
body him.
are they going to be first in the progression? When they on the field in that position, in that time, in that, you know, that'll be the issue. If they got the matchup and they got the advantage in the matchup, are they the first read in that play, or is Caleb going to spot that right away and do a hot route, or you still got to stick to the structure of the play? So how's that
There's
going to
check
work out?
downs. I mean, I don't know. How does that work? The check down, do you, do you look at the three first, or do you look at your number one first?
Right, that's it. Right, that's how we don't know. Especially if your third receiver has the advantage. Is Caleb to stick with the structure of the play? Your first read, which might be receiver one, and not your third receiver who actually has the matchup advantage. So
Mhm.
I don't know, how does that play out? I think that's a pretty good question.
So you think veteran reliability beats upside from the younger guys?
At the start, yeah.
Okay.
At the start, yeah. And I just think, they, like you said, they all got different games.
Yeah.
They all got different games, especially from the slot. And then you got Jade, who can actually play out on the perimeters too. So I think he got
Do
some
you think
upside there.
do you think Jade has the highest ceiling, or would that be
Thomas.
Raymond or Thomas?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah. I just think it's Thomas. There's been a lot of chatter coming out of OTAs about him, how he's picking up the offense. He's much faster than expected. His hands are better than expected, and
Yeah, that's the
he
key
might
right there. You know
right
how a lot of
and
speedsters they don't have hands. They got the speed, but their hands ain't reliable.
hmm
And you know what I'm saying? If his hands are as reliable as his speed, his ceiling is going to be through the roof.
yeah, and they say his route running is pretty good too.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I know initially when we did the draft and the wide receiver room, initially I said he was going to be a gadget guy, but I think he may be more than that. I really think he may be more than that with all the talk coming out of OTAs.
Yeah, I do think Khalif Raymond is going to help Caleb out most right away as far as the beginning of the season because
hmm
he knows Ben Johnson's system. He's a veteran. He could talk to him, see what he see on the field. Talk to him what he see on the field. He knows the coverages and stuff like that. So that'll help Caleb out the most, right away. Yeah,
Right on. I I can see that. I can see that because he'll know where to go in the offense
yeah.
and in the play.
He can see
And
the creases and the soft spots and stuff like that. Talk to
yeah,
Caleb about it. When you see
right,
this
right.
coverage, this is what they're doing. Right. Um, let's say by week 10, of those three guys we mentioned, Khalif Raymond, Janae Walker, Xavier Thomas, who has more catches by week 10?
By week 10, I would say
Yeah,
Xavier Thomas.
Xavier.
Hmm.
You saying by that time we've been to let that man loose. The
Yeah,
league
and
league be on notice.
yeah, he gonna put the league on notice right away.
Bears mm-hmm. Bears gonna be averaging 30 to 35 points.
We surely hope
Ooh-wee.
so because that's BJ's plan. I mean, if we can't shut them down on defense, then we're gonna outscore them.
Yeah.
So we need this offense I think it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be underrated,
All
especially
right.
with the players that we got.
Let's move to the next segment. Let's talk about the third running back spot. Does the Bears even have a RB3? Or does RB3 even matter with the two-headed monster that we have in DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai? And if we say have an unexpected injury this season, who could be that third running back? We got Roshan Johnson, Britton Brown, and Coleman Bennett in the mix. The
UDFA,
third, who's that?
the UDFA out of
He in the
Kennesaw
mix for
State.
the third spot?
I mean, it's either him or Salvon Ahmed.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, all of them to me, all of them to me could be the third running back. It's just what they can contribute on special teams and protecting Caleb in passing situations. And un, uh, it's unfortunate that the only person that actually fits that role at the moment is Roshan.
Knew you was gonna say that too. Ah,
But we need a running back that can actually spell the two headed monster that we have in Monangai and Swift. And
why? That's two running backs. They don't need no rest. You
well, I
ain't
mean,
got a one headed monster. You got two. The one is spelling the other.
you got to think about last season when DeAndre Swift tightened up with a hammy or I was it a hammy? I forgot what it was
I
or a
think it was a
hand.
hamstring. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna need that third guy to come in that just can't play special teams, but can come in and spell either Monangai or Swift if one of those
Mhm.
choose to go down for a game or two.
Yeah, injuries happen every season, and you're gonna need a RB3, by the season's end to become the RB2,
True,
for a
true,
game or two games or the rest of the season or whatever.
right.
Um, does Roshan have enough to be the RB3? Hold off these younger guys that you were mentioning.
Really,
Does he
as
have
much as
enough,
we
man?
as much as we shitted on this man, hell no.
What about Britton Brown? We saw
I
flashes.
Yeah, we saw flashes of Britton Brown, but hell, how much did we see of Roshan last year? Not
Nothing.
much.
I ain't see.
And when you got Britton Brown who showed flashes last year in I think it was the Raiders game,
Mhm.
and then Roshan was like really nowhere to be seen in the running back game or in the running game. Period. He was mainly to me used on special teams. So
With his
when
bobblehead helmet.
yeah, so when you don't get no snaps in BJ's offense as a running back, to me something wrong. When you bring in
And he's
um
not a BJ guy, so he better
no,
show improve.
yeah, yeah. So as far as the third running back, I think it's open. It just it all depends on shit who pops in practice in camp.
Yeah.
Because I think 1 and 2 are solidified. Is that third one? Shit, I don't know.
Like you said, that person gonna become a valuable piece to spell one of the other guys if they get a minor tweak or injury or whatever. So
So let me ask you a question. Who do
what's up?
you who do you think could be RB3 out of this list that we have?
Britton Brown. Uh, I have no faith in Rashawn Johnson. He has the physical makeup, but he doesn't have the mind or the talent. you
Okay.
know, gotta have those two. Britton Brown has shown flashes. He hasn't shown enough to be like a guy you can rely on day in and day out. But for the RB3, he's gonna have to suffice. We ain't got nothing else. I think we're weak in that spot. I think we should have drafted someone that could be groomed into maybe the future RB2.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No, none you didn't just say that. Let's groom and grab somebody for the future.
Yeah, because we already have a starter. I'm not talking about we have somebody that we already have two players that can contribute right now.
Right
You're
on.
talking about players that couldn't contribute right now to groom later. Two different
Yeah.
subjects. Two different subjects. We
No,
got players. We got players that can play right now at that spot. So
but
it's
see
totally different what you was talking about before.
when you groom them for later, that means they're gonna take over that position. Cause like
Yeah, but
now,
we have really good talent right now that can start. This
right,
person, but you was talking about something where we didn't have the talent that could start. We had players that were just serviceable, not starters, not really good players. So grooming somebody for later and we trying to win now in those spots is don't make sense to me. This makes sense because we have the players there, and Swift and Manunga.
okay, Swift contract is up at the end. This is last
Yeah,
year.
but
His contract.
we talking about winning right now. So we got him right now to win and
Yeah.
Manunga. And if we groom someone behind those two guys, if they don't decide to re-sign Swift, then that player can eventually step up and be the one or the two with Manunga. But right now, as of 2026, the number one and number two is solidified with really good talent. So why not
Agreed.
have a player that can sit behind them, as opposed to having a position where we unsure if we have a starter and drafting somebody to groom.
Okay, but
That's the difference.
but Sam Roush is. I mean, he's gonna be a starter. I mean, he's gonna get groomed to take over for Cole Kmet, but he's starting also. So
This season, Cole Kmet is the starter. We didn't
mm,
need another one of those for this season. Like we don't need another starting. We don't need another running back. We could have drafted later. Is what I'm saying with Sam Roush. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. That draft pick was a round or two too early. That pick could have failed back around. We needed something immediately right now at other spots.
mm,
Sam
I
Roush was a
understand.
luxury pick. That's all I
I
said
understand.
before.
Right on. I
We got
understand.
starters at tight end. We have starters at running back. You drafting a tight end that early, and he's not the starter. To me was a luxury pick. Whether he's going to start a year later, I don't doesn't matter. We trying to win right now. What can we feel on the defensive line right now that can come in and make an impact as opposed to a guy that might start next year when Cole Kmet is gone. That's all I was saying about that.
I well, just real quick, I still think he's gonna contribute this year.
I ain't saying he's not going to contribute. I mean, he's a early pick. They picked him early. He's going to play, but we could have had a starter. We could have drafted someone that could have contributed and made a bigger impact on our defensive line right now, which was mostly needed. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying Roush can't contribute right now. Never said that.
All right, you didn't, but you wasn't big on. You still not big on um damn grooming. drafting and grooming,
I'm
and
not big on grooming.
that's how I
Drafting.
just saw ramp.
No. You
Camp
got me
route.
misunderstood. I'm not big on drafting a player that early and then sit him to groom. If you drafted a player that early, he should be competing for a starting spot right now, not next year. That's all I'm saying. If you a grooming player later in the draft, you got needs early. Fill those needs. That's all I've been saying. Early in the draft.
Well, they probably didn't see nobody on the defensive line that they probably felt that good about up there in
Well,
the third round. I mean,
Well, we're gonna see because it's a bunch of players that were drafted in the third round that came off the board. We're gonna see if any of those players hit that they passed over.
right on,
Yeah.
right on. We'll see when them pads come on and these seasons start rolling passes. Yeah, we'll
So
see.
back to this running back. We'll finish this off real quick. Let's say Swift gets injured. He misses a game or two. Who do you want to see come in and spell him? Get those carries.
Um, right now, RB3 again. It's a toss up. I haven't seen anything out of any of these guys, but the few plays from Britton Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you've seen some tape on Coleman Bennett. You've seen some tape on Salvon Ahmed. Uh, I want to. As far as okay, I'll say that's Salvon Ahmed. I think he has the outside track to be RB3.
Okay.
That's just based on his experience in the NFL, and he's good in outside zone, and then BJ likes to incorporate that in his offense. So I think at this moment I'm gonna go with Salvon Ahmed
Okay.
as the RB3. Now, if you want to go practice squad, then that's Coleman Bennett. That's I'm
Nah,
hoping I'm hoping
I'm
he
just
makes the
asking
practice
about
squad.
the three. I ain't asking about the practice squad.
But
It's
he
not
might.
relevant.
I mean, but at the same time, one of them guys go down. Shit, they might
That's
get.
why
They're gonna
I asked.
have to get
That was
another.
my question. If Swift went down, who's going to come in and spell him?
No, because
You
I
know.
remember it was one season when we had even a backup went down.
Hmm.
So we had to call up somebody from the practice squad. So
Yeah, that's
that's how
not the
my brain
question
went
though.
there.
Yeah. I
I,
get what you're
I
saying, but we on track. The third. Who's the third running back on the team?
Salvon
You trying to
Ahmed.
do a position group breakdown again? We did that episode.
Salvon Ahmed. But hell, Salvon Ahmed, that's my third RB. That's my guess.
Word.
That'll be my pick.
That's your pick
Yeah.
for sure. For sure. All right. Let's
I
move
had to
to the
change that
to
up.
huh?
I said I had to change that up because I know at first I said someone else. But
Right.
since the signing of Ahmed, I'll go with him just based on his experience and
Word.
being and working with Stewsville and in his running back room.
Yeah, we do have a new running back coach, and we're gonna see if there's a difference in the running back room with that new coach. I thought our running backs really popped last year.
Hmm.
Thought that had a lot of that had to do with coaching, and we the new coach is experienced. Stewsville is experienced, so we're gonna see if he connects with the running backs like Eric Bieniemy did.
And
Um,
just real quick, not just that, to see what he brings to the running game. Because
hmm
I remember BJ said that he brought in some cut ups of the running game down there in Miami. So I want to see what kind of hiccups he brings to the running game, you know, for this season.
And do we have the personnel to duplicate that? They had a lot of speed.
Yeah,
They had a lot of
and
speed. I mean.
The only speed guy we got at the moment is Swift.
Yeah, really, pretty much.
Yeah. So,
All
but
right.
they had a good running game too.
Yeah, yeah. Next segment, we're gonna talk about the safety rotation, which I feel is really thin, kind of weak. But do you have any concerns on the defense with the safety rotation after we get past uh Kobe Bryant and the rookie Dylan Thieneman? And I say that with a question mark because we got a rookie as penciled in as a starter at the safety spot, which means the behind him is pretty thin if the rookie coming in and starting. How you feel about the safety rotation?
Excuse me. Um, didn't who pencil? I mean, I think we as fans and everyone else
I
has.
said we penciled in.
I mean, even the media as
So
well has penciled him in as the starter.
yeah,
I mean, eventually, yeah, we know he's going to be the starter. So, um, well, it's behind him. We got Hicks.
yeah, I know the
Uh,
players. I'm saying like, are they
yeah, I
good
mean,
enough?
it's
Are they
right.
good
That's I
enough?
mean, you gotta name them in order to
Do you?
see. I mean,
Go
wow.
ahead. Go ahead.
Um, damn.
If
I mean, you
one
that
of them go
behind him.
down, huh?
I mean, Hicks has proven to be a very good backup. I mean, we
Uh
did
huh.
re-sign him, so obviously we saw something in him.
You said very good backup.
I ain't say good. I just said he was a backup. You
I thought
know,
you said very good. My bad.
no, he's a suitable backup. That's all I can
Okay.
really say. You know, he
Yeah.
did come in and fill in when when a couple of players went down, or in certain situations that DA had drawn up. Ooh,
So
that safety position, man, this to me
you
is
comfortable with that safety room as far as the back third guy? Because let's say one of the starters get injured. You comfortable with the third guy?
it depends on who the third guy is, though. It's either Hicks or Cam Lewis.
Okay, either one of
Because
those guys, they
oh
could be the third guy. Are you comfortable with either one of those guys stepping in for long term?
no, no, no. I mean, I would
I'm
say
trying to get you off the fence and make a decision. You be on the fence, dog.
no. I mean,
We only talking
but
about our opinions. That's all.
no, it's the fact when you said long term, okay,
Yeah.
that's different. Then you talking long term, then no. If you're talking short term for a game or two, then yeah, I'm comfortable with Hicks coming in
Okay.
and spelling those guys. But you said long term, so no.
So he wouldn't. You don't think he would be able to sustain good? You because you say he's good.
I ain't say he was good. I just said he was a backup. That he's the only one that resigned
He's a good
because that
backup. You ain't say that.
I don't think I said that.
Hey
Maybe
Chuck,
G
roll
said.
the tape back. Roll the tape back, Chuck. But
Maybe.
anyway, you don't think he could sustain it more than a game or two, being serviceable?
No, I don't think so.
The
I
teams will
mean,
figure him out, pick him apart.
yeah. I mean, just because just think when we had Blackwell, in the slot for the slot corner, you still brought in CJ GJ or whatever the hell his name is. You
CJ
still
Gardner
brought him in.
Johnson.
So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he wasn't good enough for those, to sustain in the long run that you had to bring in someone else. So I think a game or two he'll be suitable, he'll be serviceable. But as far as if someone goes down long term, no, we'll be
Okay.
looking to sign someone else.
That room pretty thin. Not enough depth back there, I don't think. You know.
I mean, you
As
you
far as
got
high
some
end depth. High end.
right. Okay, there you go. Some high end depth. You
I
got
mean,
some
we got a
young guys
rookie. We
back.
got a rookie penciled in. I ain't saying in a marker. I ain't saying it with a pen. We got a rookie penciled in. So that tells you about the depth, at that spot. How the level of talent at that spot, should I say?
Yeah, I mean, you brought the rookie in to be the starter. So even though he's penciled in, he
That
just
tells you
he.
what you had on your roster, right?
But we didn't have shit on the roster in the beginning because everybody was gone. You
Yeah.
know, we lost everybody as far as the safety room,
We didn't
and the
lose
only
him. We let him go. We didn't
well,
lose him.
yeah, but we only brought back one, and which is Hicks.
Yeah.
You had to assign, fill the room with the guys you had on the practice squad plus free agency. So yeah, that room was bare at the start of the season.
We
at
even let my guy
OTAs.
go. What's his name?
Brisker.
No, the other guy, the backup with the wife. The,
Oh, Owens.
yeah, we even let Owens go. That tells you how weak that room was. That man couldn't even get a job back here.
I thought he was pretty. I thought he was a good backup.
I thought he was decent. I thought he was decent, like you said about Hicks.
Right.
He's serviceable for a game or two. I thought he was
Right.
straight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he wasn't when I say decent or good, they wasn't a liability on the field when they was out there,
Okay.
and it's like they didn't make mistakes, and you didn't notice them. They came in, they played, and they didn't give up no big plays or anything, and you know they off the field, so you didn't notice them. So when you on the field a lot more, then you start to get noticed, and you start to get targeted, and or you start to make a few more mistakes and shit like that. So you know
Word.
that's why I say he was decent or whatever. You don't notice them when they get on the field.
I don't think it's going to be any big surprises at that position as far
Mm-mm.
as a backups or anything like that. Um,
No, yeah,
I'm just not comfortable with the room.
yeah, I get it. I understand.
I think
Yeah,
had we had another veteran back there with Kobe, I would be a little more comfortable. I don't know what to say about a rookie just yet, and Kobe being a guy that's not a sure tackler, it kind of worries me. With a rookie next to him, you know. So yeah, that room is a little uncomfortable. All right.
I like what I'm hearing out of there, but I just reserve that. I'll just wait and see what we got on the field, and when they start getting them
It might be
pads
a
out.
big concern, going into the season with the
Right on.
tackling and the lack of experience. You know. Um,
Okay.
let's talk about the defensive line. The spots Bears have invested heavily up front. They've they're really trying to figure out that spot without paying more money. Without going for the big dog. They trying to nickel and dime their way in that spot, I think. Um, is there a lot of versatility on that defensive line?
Yeah, they got a ton of versatility. I mean, it's kind of like what Da likes. I mean, you got certain players that does certain things that he like in his system. If they supposed to be long, strong. Um, it, on paper they said, yeah. Well, I mean, we really versatile. So I just want to see how it all fits in Da's system and how he likes to run this defensive line.
Where
So
do you think there's a player that we've acquired since last season, or that was their last season maybe that's that could be getting overlooked, that you think is overlooked, that we have like it's a hidden gem on that team and they ain't getting the proper looks? Maybe we just
um,
got them. Maybe they already been there.
I
Like Jordan Vandenberg, is that a player do you think might pop, or is this like it's a project?
Right. At this moment he's a project. I mean, he's projected to be a short, stout. Well, not short, but his he don't have long arms. He's kind of in a Grady Jarrett mode. Is supposed to
Mm-hmm.
have heavy hands. Um, I don't know yet. I mean, he's got the mindset of a linebacker with a lineman's body.
Okay, but with them
So
short arms, it's gonna be hard to get them big ass linemen off of you.
yeah, and that's where him holding the point of attack comes in at and taking
Mm-hmm.
on double teams. I think that's where he'll flourish at, but not now. I don't think he'll pop now. Um, wow. I think as much as we talk about Montez Sweat and the money that he got, I think he's probably getting overlooked on that defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like BJ said, he had a quiet good year, and when you actually go back and look at the games and see how Da likes to run his defense, you can see why he says that. So I'm gonna go with Montez Sweat as far as getting overlooked on that defensive line.
I like that pick too. I think he's gonna have a better season than last season
Yeah.
with the emergence of Austin Booker. He's gonna see less doubles. I think he's gonna see. I saw so many plays last season where he was this close to making another big play. I think some of those are gonna pop this season. A few more of those that he missed are gonna pop this season. Being more familiar in the system, maybe a better line around him. Um, I think he's gonna make even a bigger impact this year. And the Bears gonna have to pony up. What about Contavious Street?
Uh, like I said, I don't know him.
You don't know him.
Nope. But I mean, Da brought these players in to because I guess they got a certain quality about them that fits his defense. And Street, I think he's more of he's not a penetrator. Um, I think
Pause.
he.
I was trying to hold it in. I had to get it out. I was trying not to say it.
You don't pull a cam, huh, and just sit there and hold your laugh.
Yeah.
Uh, wow. Yeah, I don't think Street is what they call like the penetrator. I think he's more of not damn. What is it when Da used the guy to like not knock him off? Damn. Now I'm losing my. I got what I want to say, but I can't put it out. Okay, just say when you got your. We talking about Street. He'll be the guy that frees up like your end or
I
your
get what you're
defensive
saying. Yeah.
tackle. Yeah, I think he'll be that guy, and then you'll have somebody. He'll be paired with somebody who can where they can work stunts or work their game. I think that's what Da lacked a lot of last season, as to
Okay.
why they keep talking about they need to teach technique and how to
Street is
attack.
like a chess piece on the line.
Yeah, so is Dexter.
Okay.
So is Dexter. We need Dexter to be more of a penetrator
Okay.
in DA's scheme. Not a two gap and not a read. He needs to be more of a penetrator. Get upfield, attack right away. And I think
Free up the other
his
guys.
right, and I think his get off, getting off the ball, his slow get off is a problem with that. It hinders his game as far as getting up the field right away. Right away.
Yeah. I know the Bears have a lot of money tied up in some pieces on the defensive line. Grady Jarrett, Dio, um, Sweat. You think it'd be any surprise cuts from any of those guys by any of those
No,
guys? No.
no.
Too much money tied up.
Yeah, it's too much money, and you're going, yeah, a lot. You got dealing with a lot of dead money, and nah, it's too much money tied up right now. I
For
don't, I
sure.
don't think, I don't think they're gonna move on from one of them right now. I think they had a chance to move on from Dio in the off season, right? Because it's some part of some injury clause in his contract.
Right.
So they didn't get out of the contract then. So I don't
Right.
think I think we're gonna keep those guys.
So I had a segment where I was gonna say which battle matters the most, but I think we probably both agree that the left tackle
Left tackle,
competition
left tackle.
is the most important battle.
Some that you did say we was gonna real quick. What are you the final roster spots on the defensive line? Who you think make it? It's a lot of that looks like a toss up right there.
Yeah. Because there's so much unknown on that line, bruh.
Right
You know
on.
what I'm saying? That line is
Understood.
so unknown. It's a
Understood.
toss up. Let's see some training camp footage. Get some training camp info on who's popping and who's locking. you
Right on.
know.
I mean, quiet as kept. I mean, if we don't go out and get a defensive end, you're going to be looking at one of these defensive ends that we got that's on the team already
Yeah.
that actually fits. Some of them body type fit what Da likes to do. So you might
Cam
you
Jordan
might
re-signed with the Saints, so we can't get him.
right, and you already got that in Sweat anyways. You already got a Jordan in Sweat, so that's probably one of the reasons why they didn't go after him. That's just my opinion.
Do you think they didn't go after him? Because he sat out there for a while before he
Right, he said
decided to go to the Saints. He might have. They Bears might have went after him. He just decided to go with the Saints. No.
right. Yeah, that's something that we don't know. But I
Yeah.
did I did read something to where the Saints said that it was a contract on the table,
Okay.
and they were just waiting on him to sign.
Right. He was probably filling out the other team, seeing what they were talking about. And
Yeah.
then he's like, yeah, this is the best choice for me in my career with the Saints, where he's
Hmm.
always been. So,
Yeah.
any of these people we mentioned, players we mentioned, under the most pressure?
Players that we mentioned under the most pressure.
Yeah. From
Okay.
these
From what group?
the competitions of all the competitions we mentioned.
All the competitions that we mentioned under the most pressure. Braxton Jones.
Braxton Jones.
Yeah, I would go Braxton Jones.
That's the most
It's
important competition. So I can see why that's the most pressure. And
yeah.
considering the context of it all, his experience, him coming from off, a down season,
Mhm.
getting benched basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what you got?
I got the same player for sure. I couldn't
Okay.
think of another person under any pressure. Dio sitting pretty over there, but he ain't, he got the money, so he ain't under no pressure.
Right on. So
Nah,
with that being said, and your not optimism, your skepticism about the safety room, you wouldn't make Dylan Thieneman, you wouldn't put him in that group as far as second
nah,
or third, as far as having pressure.
nope. He's a rookie. He got to
Nothing is
take
expected.
time to learn his job. He's first round pick. He's guaranteed a spot. There's no pressure. If I was Dylan Thieneman, I wouldn't feel any pressure. I'll be calm and relaxed, learning everything I can from the coaches, absorbing as much as I can, and just letting it fly. Because I'm a rookie, I'm gonna make mistakes. But if I keep at it, I'm gonna show them something. Because I was the number one pick, so I must have some type of talent.
Right on, right on. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't put him. I don't put him on that list.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be real solid.
I hope
I think
so.
he's gonna be
I
real
hope so.
solid back
Because
there.
we let my man go, Kevin Byard go, and my hard hitting brother Jaquan Brisker go. So I hope he shines. I really do. I really want him to shine.
Right on, right on. I think he will. I think he will. I think we might have another Gary Fensick back there mixed in with a little
Is it
mixed
because he
in with a
white?
little mixed in with a little Doug Plank. Cause
Doug Plank, you old as hell, boy. This man said
hey,
Doug Plank.
hey, they was a safety tandem, and
I
you had
remember
Doug Plank was the hitter, and Fensick covered the center field, and he can do both. Dylan Thieneman can do both.
for
He can
sure.
do both. So yeah, and I'm just real quick, and you talking about me being old. I hope he have the rookie season that Mark Carrier had. When Mark
Mm,
Carrier was a rookie for the Bears.
yes, that boy cut up.
Now,
Yes.
you wanna you
Oh
wanna go
man.
you wanna go somewhere? Let's go there.
Hey, that's a good callback, man. That's a good callback.
What do you have? 7 or 8? I think it was 7. It was between 8 and 10 picks that rookie
Yeah,
year.
he was up there. He was killing. Rookie year?
Yeah, out of USC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this what we need boss man at for the old stats.
Right. So we've had some rookies that really popped, man, in the Bears history. Like come out their rookie year and they just be like, whoa, we didn't see that coming. For sure. Devin Hester, Mark Harrier, Walter Payton. Who else? Was it Forte first year he
Might
popped?
be mine.
Huh?
Yeah, we froze up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little unstable right now because of the weather, but we all good.
Gotcha.
We back on.
Well, we about to go ahead and end this up, man. You got anything else you want to talk about?
No, man. We did what we normally do. Just put out a little content, talk about our Bears, depth chart, camp battles, what we looking forward to. We all
For
good right
sure.
here. Appreciate you giving us this platform so we can discuss our Bears.
Yes,
Let's keep
sir.
let's keep it moving.
For sure. Hey, everybody, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. We appreciate y'all checking us out. And we'll catch y'all again on the next go round. J Mac, appreciate you, brother.
There you go. Get that blue and orange right there.
Yes,
Support.
sir.
Support.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
For sure, man.
All right.
Right on.